What's up, everybody? Derek Rosansky here, your obstacle activist, and welcome to another Rant-Filled Friday. Or Saturday, because I'm filming this Friday, which means I'm probably gonna be too lazy to edit it. Whatever, it's a rant. Friday, Saturday, I don't know, we'll see. So I know it's been a while, and I honestly just want to say I'm sorry. I know it's not an excuse, but I've been working 60 to 80-hour weeks. I really haven't had time to do the videos, and unfortunately what my rant is going to be about today is part of the reason why I haven't had any videos out in the last 2 weeks. I had planned on doing several tutorial videos at Palmerton on Olympus, the rope climb, ape hanger, all that good stuff, but as you're about to find out, or if you don't already know already, that race was canceled. So that brings me to my rant, but obviously I gotta have my halo top first, right? So hold on. But the reason why I actually want to talk about this now, even though it has been 2 weeks since the race, is not because it was canceled. I mean, there's nothing that Spartan could have done. For those of you who don't know, the Saturday Super was great. Everything worked out really, really well. Good for you, Spartan. But Sunday, however, there was a really big thunderstorm, a lot of lightning in the area. They had everyone go back to their cars and wait there for, I don't know, probably 3-4 hours until they decided to cancel the race. Unfortunately, due to the lightning, it did clear up. They had some people go out on course, but they pretty much eventually deemed it unsafe. And good for you, Spartan. I mean, you don't want any lawsuits on your hand if anyone gets hurt or injured because of a course, you know, after Mother Nature went through. So again, nothing Spartan could have done on that. I'm not blaming them whatsoever for that. But that's what happened. The race was canceled. Fortunately for me, I only live like an hour and 45 from the venue. So it wasn't really a big loss for me. I got to race Saturday. So, I mean, it wasn't a big deal that the sprint didn't happen, but I know for a lot of other people, they drove from all over 8+ hours to come and do this race. A lot of people, you know, I feel bad for those people who went there and this was their first ever race and they don't even get to do it. So Spartan actually did a really good thing. They emailed all the people who were registered for that canceled race, and basically the email read like this. Oh, hold on. All right, so they sent an email out that stated this. They said, "Spartans, thank you for attending our Palmerton event on Sunday. As you know, we were forced to cancel this event for the safety of all of our racers, volunteers, and staff on race day. Severe thunderstorms threatened the venue and forecasts indicated that there would be additional storms throughout the day. We're providing a credit for the value of your Palmerton registration so that you may use it to register for a future 2018 event of your choice. Please note, we are unable to disable the $14 racer insurance fee when you register for a future race or transfer it from the Palmerton event. However, we have included additional dollars in your race credit to offset this inconvenience. Limited pass users, so trifecta users, 2-time pass users, etc., have been provided a 100% off credit for any 2018 sprint or stadium event, but should follow the instructions below to claim it." And then it gives you the instructions on how to claim your deferral, whether you had a trifecta pass or, you know, just a regular registration. It gives you all the information on how to do that. So anyway, that really long-winded email, good for you, Spartan. I mean, that honestly, I saw that and was like, all right, this is kind of like what Savage did, you know, several weeks back when they messed up and gave everyone deferrals for a future race with them, which, I mean, Spartan honestly didn't even mess up. I mean, like I said, the weather is not their fault. I'm not blaming them at all for this. I mean, they can't control the weather. It is what it is. This is why I'm talking about it 2 weeks later, and I'm gonna need my halo top again for this, because this kind of, you know, pisses me off. So I go to use my deferral code for a future race. I personally chose the Citizens Bank Stadium just because it's closest to me. I go through the whole registration process, use the code they gave me, and it's saying I still owe $66 with the code. Now, I emailed back and basically stated, you know, like, I was a trifecta pass holder. This should be, you know, comped 100%. I should only have to pay the insurance. And after like 4 or 5 emails of, you know, that person, whoever it was that I was talking to, being kind of confused, they did eventually comp me the full 100% and make it so that I only had to pay the insurance fee, which is how the email stated that it should be, since I'm a trifecta pass holder. Others, on the other hand, weren't so lucky. I had several friends try to do the same thing. Now, they weren't trifecta pass holders, they're just regular registrants of the event on Sunday, and they were trying to defer to the New Jersey Sprint, which is a completely equal race. They're both mountain races. I don't know if they're within the mountain series or not, I'd have to look, but they're definitely both as equal races as you can pretty much get. When they went to register, they too also owed money. They were owing, I think, anywhere between $25 to like $45 extra with their code. I get they're not a trifecta pass holder, but if a race is canceled, they should be able to do another race and only have to pay that insurance. I get you can't refund that insurance. I totally get that, Spartan. But why do they have to pay more for a race that they had no control over, just like you did, about it being canceled? It's not like they're, doing a regular deferral just because, they don't want to do that event anymore, or they have some other reason, like they're just like, oh, I'm going to defer. No, they physically could not do a race, and now you're giving them a code that doesn't pay for a full race that they've already paid for. I have one friend in particular, we'll call his friend Bob. He was kind enough to send me his messages between Spartan and basically showed what they said and why they won't give him the full race discount like they did for me. All right, so my friend Bob messaged them pretty much just like I did and was, rightfully so upset that he didn't get a full credit when he's trying to sign up for a totally equal race with his Palmerton deferral, which he did not get to race due to weather, and this is the reply he got back. Thank you for reaching out. Please note that the race was $127.99 when you registered, and the initial credit was set to $63.99 after deducting the discount you used for $64. We've mentioned that we will add the insurance to your race credit since we are unable to refund it, and credit was set for $80. All extra charges are needed to be covered outside the credit since the insurance and service charges are non-transferable and non-refundable. Also, we are unable to transfer the excess credit when registering for a lower pricing race. Let me just grab my heel top again. All right, I'm almost finished with this actually. All right, for those of you who didn't follow exactly what Spartan was trying to say, is basically they're stating that since the price of the race that he's trying to register for now is set at, X price, I think it was like $127 or whatever, that they're only gonna credit him back for what he actually paid for the Palmerton race. And since at the time there was a discount code available and my friend used that code to lower the price, I think he paid $60 some for it, they're only giving him credit for that $60 some. Now, I can kind of see both sides to this, honestly. I get that Spartan is refunding what was actually paid in order to do a future race because, again, that's what was paid, so they're refunding you what you paid to do the race. But on the other hand, my friend is still out like another $40 or whatever to do that other race, even though it's a completely equal race and even though he had no say that he couldn't do the race. It shouldn't matter that he used the discount code at the time. I mean, it was a code that Spartan had readily available, and I'm sure others use it too. Actually, I know others use it because I've had friends that have had the same responses from Spartan, and they're too having to pay extra to do other races that are of equal value. This honestly just kind of goes back and forth with why I, struggle so much with backing Spartan on a lot of these things, because they use a lot of smoke and mirrors. They're sending out an email the following Wednesday after the race and saying, yeah, we're gonna give you deferrals for a free race. Everyone gets happy. And then they go and just twist and manipulate it and make it so that, oh, well, in order to do this, you have to do that, but we can't do that. And you're just jumping through a lot of hoops, and it's kind of deceptive. I mean, you either offer a free race because it was canceled, which is what you should do and is, the right thing to do, or you just don't do anything at all. And they're kind of trying to play this like in between, like good guy, bad guy, and it's not working. I just think it's not really fair to all those people who already lost out on travel and lodging and everything else to go to this race that was canceled, to now have to pay even more on top of the insurance, which again, I totally understand you can't transfer that, but even more on top of that to do another race of completely equal value just because Spartan says, well, you used a discount code and we're not gonna give you credit for that. Like, no, it shouldn't matter what the price of the race is that you're registering for now. You still didn't get to do that race. Just give everybody the credit, make them pay the insurance, and be done with it. And yeah, I get it. Life isn't fair, I know. But it's poor business practice, and it's one of the reasons why myself and many others just constantly are upset by Spartan. I mean, believe it or not, I try so hard to love Spartan. I still love the races. I still love going to their events, seeing all the people there, a lot of the staff members that work for Spartan, but I just cannot get over how deceptive and how greedy and just their business tactics are when it comes to this type of stuff. So that's pretty much my rant today. Long story short, I know I ranted a good bit there on it. But basically, if you're gonna offer a deferral for a race and say that you're only gonna have to pay insurance, we're sorry it's canceled, then do that. Don't try and trick and manipulate people only for them to find out when they go to register that, oh, they actually have to pay $20, $30, $40, $50 on top of that all over again, just because they used the code, you know, 8 months ago to sign up for Palmerton, and now this race is that price and it doesn't match and all that good stuff. Just be straight with us. So that's all I have today. I'm out of Halo Top. Probably gonna go get some more because I'm fat. Please stick around. I'm actually gonna be doing a lot more videos. I have a lot more time now. I just dropped a lot of hours at my second job, so hopefully gonna have a lot more time. I'm actually doing my first gym review this coming weekend at Palmerton Sports in Palmyra, Pennsylvania. If you're around this Sunday, feel free to come on out. I'm gonna be doing some ninja things, gonna be showing off some different obstacles there, so come on out, make it in the video, and we'll see you out there. Till next time, guys. Peace.